Can one day have two mornings? Question. In speaking of Judas at the trial before Caiaphas, The Desire of Ages, page 722, says, eagerly grasping the robe of Caiaphas, he implored him to release Jesus. Later that same day, on the road from Pilate's hall to Calvary, there came an interruption to the shouts and jeers of the wicked throng who were leading Jesus to the place of crucifixion. Here the Desire of Ages says that both the trial before Caiaphas and the trial before Pilate, also the crucifixion, took place in the same day, whereas the shepherd's rod clearly proves from the Bible that the trials and the crucifixion took 2 days. How then can the Desire of Ages be reconciled to the Bible? Answer. Bear in mind the fact that Christ was tried 7 times in all. Twice before the priests, twice before the Sanhedrin, twice before Pilate, and once before Herod. The Desire of Ages, page 760. The first 2 were before daybreak, John chapter 18, verses 13 and 24, and the third began with daybreak, Matthew 26, verse 57, chapter 27, verse 1. Now, according to the time of the day, the trial before Pilate came earlier, while it was dark, John chapter 18, verses 28 and 29, chapter 19, verse 14, than the one before the Sanhedrin at daybreak. But chronologically, actually, the one before the Sanhedrin came first, and the one before Pilate afterwards. These 2 trials, therefore, could not have occurred the same day. Hence the statement, that same day, cannot refer to the day Jesus was arrested, but to a day later, as the Desire of Ages itself makes clear. As soon as it was day, the Sanhedrin again assembled, and again Jesus was brought into the council room. The Desire of Ages, page 714. The Roman governor had been called from his bedchamber in haste, and he determined to do his work as quickly as possible. He turned to see what kind of man he had to examine, that he had been called from his repose at so early an hour. The Desire of Ages, page 723. From these citations it is seen that the Desire of Ages recognizes that the events were on 2 different mornings, the one before Caiaphas, as soon as it was day, and the other before Pilate, also at so early an hour. Then, too, the fact that hour after hour went by before the Sanhedrin trial drew to a close, the Desire of Ages, page 721, shows that it went on late into the day. The Desire of Ages, page 722, is dealing with the entire judicial proceedings, not in its 7 component scenes, but as a composite whole, one sustained trial. For Judas became desperate after having seen that Jesus was in every trial condemned to be crucified, and so he went out and hanged himself. Hence, the Desire of Ages is in perfect harmony with the Bible, but the questioner has failed to read between the lines.